Start Para. The issue of working children and child labor has received a great deal of attention from both researchers and policymakers in recent years. Child labor is an extremely important economic and social issue for many reasons. It deprives children of their childhood. In addition, it can adversely affect their physical, mental, and cognitive development. In 2004, the number of working children was estimated to be 218 million in 2004. About 14% of the world's 5 to 14-year-old children were engaged in child labor in 2004. The incidence of child labor, proportion of child labor to number of children varies across regions, with the incidence of child labor being much higher in developing countries. Para. Child labor is fundamentally a reflection of poverty and weak economic and social institutions. There is strong negative association between poverty and the incidence of child labor. Child labor is almost unheard of in the developed countries. Figure 1 below depicts the relationship between the incidence of working children and per capita income. It shows a strong negative association between the proportion of economically active children of age group 10 to 14 and real per capita income. It shows that less than 5% of children in age group 10 to 14 were working in countries with real per capita income of 5,000 and more. Para. In popular opinion, child labor is often equated with child abuse. Children working in very unsafe and exploitative environment. This has led to widespread demand for banning child labor and consumer boycott of goods and services produced by child labor. As we will see in this lecture that the term child labor covers a wide range of economic activities in which children participate. The most of the children do not work in unsafe and exploitative environment. Fortunately, the incidence of children engaged in the worst forms of child labor such as prostitution, bonded labor, etc. is relatively small. Understanding the varied nature of child labor and its causes are extremely important for policy interventions. As we will see, limiting employment opportunities of children by banning child labor and consumer boycott may be misplaced and may do more harm than good. Para. Rest of the lecture is structured as follows. In section 1, discusses the concept of child labor and some measurement issues. Section 2 describes the characteristics of child labor using International Labour Organization data. Section 3 describes the various facets of child labor using UNICEF data. Section 4 analyzes relationship between child labor and schooling. Section 5 analyzes major determinants of child labor. Section 6 provides empirical evidence on detriments of child labor. This is followed by policy implications. Stop.